Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab, in my book. Gotta stop that nonsense. I gotta get back to doing what I do. I'm teaching, not a bunch of ranting and giving messages to you immigrants, but I'm trying to help you out. I'm an equal opportunist. I educate you any way I can. Thank you, Malcolm. By any means necessary. All right, let's go. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to see where I'm going with this, know thyself. Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. How can I waken them? I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Maat, be true. We're still working on the mind. This thing right here controls everything else. If you don't know the power of the mind, they call it holistic medicine. Why? Because the mind controls the body. If the mind is working and functioning where it's supposed to, the body will acquiesce, and you'll see magic happen within your own self. That's the concept. But the idea is have your mind under control. Right thinking teaches you how to get control of your mind, and this is the parable number 3. It's all about controlling your thoughts. Okay, so let's go right there. Let's talk about where we at. Balancing. Maat is what you call balancing and controlling of your mind, and that will lead you to bliss, supreme peace, aka Hotep. Hotep is you being at the highest level within yourself and you're at peace. Okay, that's the goal. So when the mind is calm, and unagitated, meaning it ain't all going around. It can now what? It can see true clearly. It can see truth, excuse me. It can see truth clearly and one's ideas about oneself. Also to become clear as well. If the mind is busy and occupied, they call that agitated mind. How you stop the agitated mind? That's the goal right here. So a person may feel great in the morning. We all wake up, most of us feeling good, full of anticipation, right there. Anticipation and cheerfulness, feeling good. Why? There's an agenda that make him feel good. Anticipating because they believe now what they will make money today. Gotta get that bag. I chase that paper. Sound familiar? Okay? And what's this? So your mind is what? Agitated. Because it's thinking in advance of what's going to happen. That's called expecting. That's also called anticipating. And both of them lead you to Palukasville. Where? Nowhere. Watch this. Let me prove to you. They're going to tell you right here. So the mind is agitated with what? With the expectations of making money. And now it's a myriad of things that the mind will go through and what you will do, what? To get that money. They say money is the root of all evil. It's the mindset of what you do to get that money. Some of us, limits are different. Some of us, morals, depending on your moral level, how much money you accept. Okay? The more morals you got, the higher it got to be to get you. The lower your moral standards is easy to buy y'all. Y'all come $3 cheap. Okay? They know that people's loyalty back in the day was cheap. Okay, but watch this. They are not thinking, not right thinking about what? The possibility of what? If you are a Maat thinker, you ain't just thinking with one side, what? You thinking the other side. Before I made any decisions, pros and cons, remember that? What's good about it, what's bad about it. If you ain't making that distinction between you make a decision, Scooby-Doo, rut roll, yeah, you're going to have some issues. So it's always good to understand both sides before you make a decision. That's what Maat means. You'll see right here. The balance is all about how you think. And what's this? They are not thinking about the possibility of not getting what they want. That ain't even thought in their mind. But when it actually happens, now they messed up for real. But this person has deluded him or herself, okay, into what? Expecting, ding, ding, ding. I underline that because if you expect anything, set yourself up for disappointment. And what you expect when it happens, you're happy. When it don't happen, you're sad. That's the proverbial roller coaster that you set yourself up for because you begin to expect. And watch this. They put themselves, him or herself, into what? Expecting a desire to be fulfilled. If you wake up wanting money, and the only way you can get that money is go rob somebody, to go do whatever else you need to do to get that money, that's what you're going to do. So is money the root of all evil? It's what they do for the money that they'll be evil. Okay? Get it? Understand it. It's best to understand than believe or overstand. They are detached from what? From the real world of spirit. When you go against what your moral code is, you become the devil. Now you're serving yourself. Ain't no real devil. No. You become the devil. Just like when you do good, righteous things, you become godlike. 50-50 shot. Moving on. Again, your choice. So watch this. They have no awareness of what? Their higher self, higher reality. They think this is it. Material world is where the devil dwells. That's where we are right now. We're in his domain. Moving on. They are like what? A boat. Watch this. Caught in the storm, going elation when it's good and down depression. Up and down, up when it's good. Yay! Oh, yay! Some people live their life that way forever until they die. Why? They never figured it out. Simple as that. Moving on. And they won the first. Okay, they ain't gonna be last. So understand this. When you lose your awareness, you become like a boat. Okay, going up and down. With your life, you ain't really in control with what? No end in sight. Some people see that and take their life. Okay? Why? They don't see it getting better. They don't see no way out. They don't see the higher self. Ignorance. And this miss out, watch this. They will miss out on the more profound positive feelings which would lie below the waves of what? Elation and depression. Get off the roller coaster ride. Go down a little deeper. Like my man said, deep water. Go down a little deeper. Find more about yourself. Go into yourself. And what happens then? And when one steadies, right there, their mind by right thinking. That's my hook right there. Once you get that mind under control where it do what you want it to do, that's self-mastery. When your mind is controlling you, that's egoism. No. Ego. And watch this. That mindset will not allowing it to become what? Dejected to the capacity that one can do so, what? Or elated again with one's capacity. You don't put yourself in a position to expect anything, be it good or bad. If I'm going to do something for you, if I can, I'm doing it for that reason. Not because I want something in return. That's called selfish service. If I can help without hurting, moving on. We done lost that whole concept, okay? It's called a good Samaritan. You see somebody struggling, you help them out. 100 people walk past the guy, and maybe one stop and help out. Society has changed. Back in the day, 5 people wouldn't walk by him, okay? That's the difference. One experience is what? To a great degree of what? Depths of one's true being. When it's good, ooh, yeah. But when it's bad, everybody can't pick themselves up from the bad situation. Things in life happen, and some people can't rebound from them. Okay? That's because they're weak-minded. The mind controls the body. And you don't think so? Anybody that haven't ever had a wet dream? You in the bed sleep. In your mind, you having sex. And the body reacts to that. That's how powerful. If the mind can make you ejaculate when you're not, what else you think it can do? Think about that, okay? In a whole different concept. That's how strong the mind is, as above, so below. And this is the practice of what? Keeping the scales of Maat balanced. If you're thinking right, you're keeping the balance. Why? You know this, you know that. Now you can make a better decision based on what you know. If you didn't know this, you didn't know that, you can only do that. But this may be what you need. And if it ain't there, it's better to have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it. That's knowledge. Simple as that. Okay. And it's also balance in your life. Knowing when and how to do. I'm learning how much wiser I'm getting by what? Not what I say, but know when not to say nothing. Try that. And in this steadiness of your mind, practice daily, aka meditation. Now you will experience, here we go, this is it, an expansion in your consciousness. You're starting to learn things. You're starting to acquire knowledge and understanding intuitively. Why? Because you're doing certain things to make that channel open up in your mind. And you will enjoy a more profound experience of happiness. When little things in life can make you happy, when disappointments in life still make you happy, that means you made the transition from what? Not expecting or not worrying. Why? Just do what you do and it shouldn't change you. Find that place with me. I got to control my anger. I got a problem with that. So my whole point is to not let that get the best of me. I'm still working on it. Why? Because I still get angry. I still react. Certain people, certain way. You can take me out the streets. But you can't take the street out of me. I'm not going to give that up. So don't let this religious or philosophical concept can fool you. Okay? I love to mix it up. That's why I'm in the gym every day for that one purpose. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for somebody to jump on me thinking, yeah, that's not good to live. See, my mind said, I want to, what? If you don't respect me, you will. But watch this. But to experience happiness with less, that's better than having happy because you got everything. No. That's a concept that a lot of people don't understand. If you think because you got a lot of money, you think you ain't happy. Why? You ain't got happiness within yourself. Outside things can't give you that. I've been telling you that for the longest. Okay, but they call what? What we do now, the experiencing that happens within oneself. And I know some ladies who they call this bliss and total peace, aka Hotep. When you're happy within yourself, with your connection with your higher self, nothing else matters. They get blissed out. They know the Lord. I love to see a good diehard Christian, faithful to what they believe, and when they get it, ooh, buddy, then the best people going. Why? They humble, they nice, they meek. My church family, they don't run around blissed out, but they blissed out because they got the spirit and they living the right way. I love to see that. Why? I love being part of that, because that's what I do. That don't make me a Christian. I just do it on my choice. They do it because they're Christian. I ain't got a problem with that. I ain't got to call myself a Christian. My pastor said, brother, right? You more Christian than most Christians. No, I do my thing for God. Y'all supposed to be Christians. Y'all supposed to do the same thing. A lot of y'all ain't. I'm going to have some right thinkers who ain't going to do it, but swear to God they're right thinkers. So I understand. Me and my mom had a good conversation, but my mother's smart. My mom is smart. Fellas, listen to your mothers. They know some things. Trust me. Yeah. They're human, but they know some things. But the bliss, watch this. The bliss is that experience. For the Christians, it's called the mystic experience. The third degree of religion, that last part, the mystic experience, that's what they talk about. And in a mystery, why? Because you solved it by doing the work you need to do, and God will give you his approval. That's how I got mine. I told my pastor, I didn't get to God through praying, and no, I got to God to studying and practicing what I was studying. He said, good job. Now I got another job for you. I work for him now, okay? Helping you to get to him for yourself. Moving on. But the bliss and peace is this expansion where in your consciousness, it happens inside this experience in greater and greater degrees by what? The initiate, you, or you, the aspirant, the right thinker, who what? who practices daily and keeping their mind calm when at all times. Man, hustler's rule, don't blow your coat. That was my philosophy as a drug dealer, hustler. They saying the same thing, a little more eloquent, but the same thing when you can control the mind at any situation. Remember, you don't control the situation. You control you in the situation, so you got to be the calm and the chaos. That's been the oldest concept, oldest philosophy ever. I didn't get it to now, but it's been around. I just have my own. I make up stuff as I go to work for me. Okay, so when I see this stuff, I said the same thing. Man, hustle rules, don't blow your cool. We know that. Don't freak out, okay? But now, it is really what people are trying to acquire, this concept. And by continuously, they continue trying by arranging situations. It don't work that way. You don't control the situation. Most of us try to control the dynamic. But you are part of a situation in which will make them feel good, again, elated, or able to escape from situations which they feel is bad, the dejection and depression. You control that roller coaster you're on. It just says that when it's good, you feel good, when it's bad. But you got to realize, smooth it out. If you get happy when it's going like this way, but you stay smooth, they'll never know. You get sad, you keep it this way, they'll never know. Never let them see you sweat. Whatever phrase or philosophy you want to say, it's all the same thing. But the thing is to do it. Mastering what you learn means what? You implement it. You putting it to use. Just knowing it ain't mastering a damn thing. You mastering a thought, an idea, a concept. What? Do it manifest. God manifests the universe from a thought. Okay? We got the same ability to come up with a thought and manifest it. That's why I practice a philosophy that I can manifest on a day-to-day basis by living that philosophy that I learned. Religion's the same thing. I understand that. Okay? But I do it this way. You do it your way. The thing is it working for you? If it's working for you, yours ain't no different than mine. I got a library full of books. My pastor only got one. And he just as smart as I am when it comes to God. Now, he don't have a whole bunch of other, he don't need all that. Why? He got the guide on with the book. Love that concept. Why? It's a fact. It's a proven fact, okay? Now, but it is really what people are trying to, but when you get that roller coaster smoothed out, however, because they settle, again, if your goals are here, and you settling for this, you're never going to reach your goal. Should never settle. Nah, the fight ain't done until you get there. That's success. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. Quiet. If you quit, you can't win. And if you're a winner, you ain't quitting. Simple. It go either way. Watch this. So they either settle for what? Elation, which is good, if they can arrange it, the situation, or suffer dejection if they cannot. Again, it's within your power, and both of these which cause you to have mental agitation. Expecting, planning, and trying to make. Just be. Learn how to just do what's right. That's it. Nothing special. But what happened to them? They will never, watch this, by living that way, they will never get to experience that which they are really seeking. Truth? What? True abiding happiness, in Egyptian term, awat-ab, meaning a purified heart. Bliss, okay? Peace of what? Mind. We call that hotep. When the mind is at peace, you're in total bliss. Why? The mind is at peace, the heart is at rest, and you're in a good place, a space within oneself. And this experience, watch this, of the temporary happiness. And every now and then you think because you got that new car, or the new whatever, that's not happiness. Which is termed elation. Again, is like a one drop of water in a whole ocean. You get one drop and think you got like a thief. You got a million stars of them. They go grab one little jewel and think they got something. To them, that's their standard. Okay? They're taking less. And you taking one drop of the water of the ocean, and as compared to what? You dealing with the whole ocean. two bulls on the mountain. They looked down the valley, seen all the cows. The young boy said, let's go down there and do all them cows. Nah, my man said, no, let's walk down. He said, run down there and get one of them cows. No, let's walk down there and do them all. Pay attention to the old man. And watch this. Instead of getting the whole ocean, he's brainwashed to thinking he's just one drop. And which is what? Experience when what? Only when the mind has attained the state of what? Perfect serenity and, you ready? Spiritual enlightenment will dawn on that individual. When you reach that level, I know for a fact, I was not ready for my spiritual enlightenment. It hit me. I was like, what the what? I wasn't ready for that. But when I figured it out, smooth sailing ever since. I've been rolling, all right? But it's everybody's individual have to have their own experience for themselves. And that's what will change you. Nothing else will make that change other than you having it for yourself. So watch this. In the masses of people, I hate the fact that they think y'all ignorant. And 85% of the masses don't know they're coming and going. But they take advantage of that. Instead of enlightening you, they like to keep you ignorant. Why? They can manipulate you. This has been going on for a long time. But the masses of people feeling that by pursuing what? The sensual pleasures, physical pleasures of life, that they are being what? Good to themselves. Yeah, all you want to do is, get high and do all this. Yeah, that's self-pleasure. That's the devil's domain. You'll be right here again. Why? Because if the physical body died, the spirit got to come back again. Because you ain't getting the light and living that lifestyle. You'll never reach it again. And they think they pleasing themselves. And they are. And watch this. But in reality, shortchanging themselves. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. If it's good for you and good to you, they don't go together. Moving on. They are being mercifully. That means they shortchanged themselves again. And they've been mercifully with what? With themselves. Again, taking less. Claiming they want the best, but you take less. That's mercifully. Okay? And they settle for what? For little. If you want diamonds, and you take zirconia because it look like diamond, people think it's diamond, shortchanging yourself. A lot of people do that. Oh, this is diamond. No, and they ain't. What get me was these ignorant people who want people to think that they're smart. So they say things, they do things to make people, but they really not. Okay, that's zirconia. It look like a diamond, but it ain't a diamond. When you take a close look at it, it failed every time. Simple as that. Your discernment should be able to detect people who are full of crap. Okay, especially in the spiritual world. I'm hard on you. Why? I know you're full of crap. I'll tell you to your face. Okay. Excuse me. And watch this. Where they at? They are being merciful to themselves, and they will always settle for less. They would take whatever they can get, so to speak. That's settling. And when, in fact, with a little self-discipline and a little more self-effort, that means a little more. Don't give up. Don't just say, well, I can't go no more. Keep on going. And watch that. If you do that, now you can have so much more. For a little bit more effort, you can get what they call abundance. I didn't know what that word meant until I became spiritual. When God pay, he paying abundance. That's a whole lot. My word for that is gugabs. I got gugabs, okay? God got abundance. So it's the same thing. Again, different word, same concept. But mental agitation arises from physical desires, okay? And desires exist where? In the mind. It's in the mind, and the body wants to what? Fulfill the mind's desire. If you can't control that, you're going to go the wrong way. And you're in search of what? Fulfillment of a deep longing for what? Wholeness. But you think it's in physical. You think it's in things. It's in yourself. And the entering into, here's the best part, relationships with someone or having experience in some kind of what? Pleasures of the flesh. You will fulfill the need. Physically, yeah. It goes a lot more than that. And what's this? But in all activities in the relative world, none of it cannot satisfy the need of true happiness. Why? Because all activities that are transitory, meaning outside of you, and the mind itself is transitory, illusionary. It is not possible. It's not possible abiding peace, happiness, and joy with something that's transitory. And I'm wrapping up with this one, that's unpredictable, that's impermanent, and is forever changing. That's concept, that's this physical world. It's not the real world. Understand that. On that one, I'm going to end up, I'm going to start here, break it up for you, wrap it up. But right now, right thinkers, hope you understand the concept. If this is the thing that you're doing, change. I'm trying to put it for you so you can make the decision. If what I'm doing wasn't working, I'm going to try this. Hello? That's what I'm here for. You, to do what you need to do to know thyself. And in closing, right thinkers, me all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who get their minds right and passed away. I'll be right back.